Welcome to Civility 360, your platform for all things civility, where civility, influence, and action are our deliverables. Well, today you get to witness history in the making as we celebrate the Global Productive Business Civility Day and the 2021 award ceremony. I am your host, Professor Vernet A. Joseph, always joined by my good friend, my co-host, the Sir Clyde Rivers, the world civility leader, the man with the plan himself, the founder of I Change Nations. How are you doing today, my friend?
Man, Dr. V, I'm great. I'm excited to be able to bring honor to people that have done the job. So again, I thank you and Productive Business Civility for having an event like this.
Absolutely. Well, we are thoroughly excited ourselves. It is Sunday, June 13th, 2021. Some of us are looking back like, where did the year go? But guess what, folks? As long as you live and breathe, you better believe the one thing that you will not be able to negate is time. Each of us get 24 hours in a day, but the question is, we're all equal in time, but how are we separated? We're separated by how we produce in it. So today we're going to be talking about Productive Business Civility Day, and then we're going to be talking about some well-deserved global leaders who are making big things happen, but not just making big things happen. They are leading the way. They are shifting the paradigm and creating new narratives. Sir Clyde Rivers, I'm going to turn it over to you really quickly before we get started.
Yeah, one thing that I want to share about the importance of this day is this. As you look around the world, whatever is praised, the people begin to practice that. And as I was telling you, Dr. Vernet, I said, I don't believe we have recognized leaders that are outside of sports, entertainment, and politics. And I'm saying, name me an education hero. Name me different heroes in different fields. They're hard to find. Why? Because no one gauges that performance grid. But what I love about Productive Business Civility is these are people that are producing and they're also helping mankind at the same time. And this is why this is such an important metric, so we can show people who is doing the work right. And in the midst of this COVID-19 season, Professor Vernet, these are people that answered the phone, where others were going where others were doing one thing. These were people that actually stayed in the game and moved the game to the next level, while others were doing what they had to do in this season, which I fully understand. These are people that actually stood out at COVID-19 season when no one knew what was going on in the world. So again, and then the Productive Business Civility awardees from around the world, these are people that, Dr. Vernet, these are the best of the best in the world. And it's time that these individuals are recognized and put as a new standard so people understand what to look for in different industries, who is on the cutting edge of productive business. So thank you, Professor Vernet.
Wow. Listen, folks, the first thing that we want to do, we know that there are many of you from around the world. There are different time zones. Thank you so much for being on, whether it's midnight on your end, whether it's morning, whether it's afternoon or midday. We just want to say thank you. So tell us where you're chiming in from and let us know how you've been impacted by what you've seen on Civility 360. This just happens to be one particular show that we are doing, but you know that we've been on the move and around the globe showing you civility in action. So I just want to say thank you for chiming in. Thank you for listening. And then also those who have been commenting and telling us, hey, would you mind coming to this country or that country? I know currently that we are just opening up, but we've been at this for over a year. And we want you to know that we're going to stay consistent. We're going to be consistent, and we're ready to change the globe and change nations one small step at a time. So if you would please, ma'am, sir, let us know where you are chiming in from. Take an opportunity right now to go ahead and share out this feed and let us know where you're chiming in from. This is extremely important because it's one thing to say that things are global, but it's another thing to really be global. So I want you to take the time and go ahead and share the feed now. There's someone who needs to hear what is getting ready to happen. And we look forward to being able to share these dynamic men and women who are crushing the game. It is so, so important to us. Now, without further ado, I know that there are those who stayed up extremely long, so we don't want to belabor the time. Let's see here. We've got Toronto, Canada, chiming in. Dr. Rebecca Harper, thank you for chiming in. Watching from beautiful Spice Island in Grenada. Thank you, JL Creek, for chiming in. So we're going to get started here in just a moment. My question to you is, what are you expecting from today? As you chimed in today, what did you expect would actually happen? Greetings from New Jersey, Dr. Anana Pfeiffer Delahome. I'm telling you, folks, it's heating up. I'm talking about California, San Jose, Dr. Linda Laura. They're coming in from all over, folks, and we are super, super grateful. Listen, we are excited because this is history. I'm telling you, if you're chiming in right now, you are making history with us. Oh my goodness. We have Dr. Soyam Shaw tuning in from Nairobi, Kenya. Let's go, folks. I'm telling you, this is going to be phenomenal. Listen, Sir Clyde Rivers, anytime we get together, you already know it's a party. You got California and Arizona in the same building.
Come on.
Something is about to happen.
Come on.
Well, we are thoroughly excited to bless all of these great individuals. Let me start off by saying this. As you think of the word productive and business, and when you put those two things together, what do you really hear? Can I share with you just really briefly what it means to be productive and what it means to do business together? I just want to give you a glimpse of what God has shown me many, many years ago. And anytime that you connect with greatness, you can't help but go up. And I'm talking about the opportunity to connect with a man by the name of Sir Clyde Rivers. You know, our lives collided. And when it did, my, so many great things began to happen. Lives began to change. Why did that happen? Because we didn't look at egos or logos. We looked at how we could serve humanity. Are you picking up what I'm putting down at this moment? I hope that you are. Because when you find yourself producing and serving humanity, you can't help but to change society. And when you change the society around you, life begins to change. Civility begins to run rampant all around us. So let me share really quickly, and then we'll dive right into these awards. So today, June 13th, is the Global/National Productive Business Civility Day, which we actually celebrate every year across the globe on June 13th. This day is where individuals, businesses, organizations, countries, and governments alike across the globe focus on practices that promote productive business. It was created to increase awareness of the power of productive business. It is intended to promote productive business as a standard practice for individuals, for business, organizations, countries, educational institutions, governments, and international institutions. It should be celebrated by intentionally engaging in productive business practices in a way that maximizes relationships, collaborations, partnerships that produce economic development through the community and engagement through civility. So I ask that each and every one of you who are watching, who will be watching the replay later on down the line, that you join us in participating yearly on June 13th in productive business practices with your friends, your families, and your colleagues. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't actually lay a foundation for you as to why we would do something like this. Proverbs 14:8 says that the wisdom of the prudent is to understand his ways. And by us doing what we're doing right here, right now, we begin to show people what prudent ways look like. So it's not about selfish gain. It's about changing the world. It's about showing forth civility on every single level possible. Sir Clyde Rivers, again, I salute you, my friend. I appreciate you. I'm grateful that we are connected, and it is time for us to change the world, as we said when we first met. And I'm grateful and honored to work with you and all of those civility leaders around the globe who are making a difference because they're living in their purpose. Are you picking up what we're about to put down? I sure hope so. Sir Clyde Rivers.
There are no words, and I really believe as the world is changing, we need people that understand how to be productive for others now. As we learned through this pandemic that we are our brother's keeper, and it's up to us to help each other. And the productive business civility is a whole new narrative. And I'm grateful that you established this as an international day, Professor Vernet. Thank you again.
Blessings, sir. Blessings. Well, listen, without belaboring the time, we are getting ready to start the Productive Business COVID-19 Leadership Awards. Now, these awards are given out for those, as you heard before, who produce evidence and results, even in the midst of a pandemic. They did not allow the world closing down or the world to stop for them to not make an effective impact in their community and abroad. So as we do this, we ask that you just listen in, chime in. If you see someone that you know, make sure that you applaud them and love on them and show them that you truly appreciate the work that they are doing. It is an honor and a pleasure to actually bestow these honors on the people that are getting ready to be honored. So we'll start off. Let's get here. I know there's a lot of comments in the back, but I got to keep going. Here we go. Sir Clyde Rivers.
Dr. Sophia Lowell Abdulwahadi. She started the Pure Pearl Foundation. It's a foundation that wants to stop genital mutilation for young girls in the world. She did this work throughout this COVID season. Her job became much more difficult because as people were at home, there was a lot more things happening to the girl child. She is a pioneer voice that is fighting for change to end genital mutilation of girls around the world. She is truly a Productive Business Civility Leadership Award in this COVID season. Sophia Lowell.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everyone congratulating Sophia. This is so awesome. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Sophia Lowell, for the work that you're doing around the globe.
Great lady.
And then we have Dr. Jared Akama.
Jared Akama, he was our 2020 Kenya Civility Person of the Year. This man is a chaplain. He's an educator, and he's involved in everything. Matter of fact, he was the one that ignited the actual Mama Sarah Obama Award for our institution. So this is a man that has his hands in everything. And in this COVID season, he grew leaps and bounds. And we're honored to have a man like Professor Dr. Jared Akama working with us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Congratulations, Dr. Jared Akama. Many are saying congratulations from around the globe. You are a phenomenal leader, and we would be remiss if we would not actually give you the opportunity to see yourself from the leader's perspective, doing the work everywhere that you go. We're grateful and thankful. We move to the UK to Dr. Julian Basinge.
Dr. Jillian Basinge, in this past year, she established Royal Civility. It's where her philosophy is everyone in the world is born as and at royal to God. And she's creating the infrastructure and a system to bring the correct information to individuals around the world to the value that every individual brings to this world. Dr. Jillian is truly in a class by herself. Royal Civility. She's one of the best in the world.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Jillian, for bringing the heat each and every week. And then we also want to honor her husband, Dr. Patrick Basinge,
the founder of Greatness University and Greatness Awards. This man has taken a tall challenge. He wants to redefine greatness and show people in the world who's great. And in this COVID season, man, he worked twice as hard, but here it is. What he did, he kept in front of the face of the world. These are people that are impacting this world in this season, and their greatness is not going unnoticed. So he's truly a leader of leaders, Dr. Professor Patrick Basinge.
Absolutely. My. Taking it to new heights and new levels, folks. Dr. Estelle Collins.
As I shared yesterday, this man is the global statesman of the year, in my opinion, of all countries. He fights for what is right for his people and all the people of the world. And it was a very challenging year in his country this year. They had an actual government change, and he stayed true to being a leader that stands for everyone. And Dr. Estelle Collins is truly the global statesman of the year, and he is worthy of this productive business COVID-19 leadership award, because in this hard season, he kept the integrity.
Yes. Walking in integrity and character is something that you cannot afford not to do. You know, it's interesting, Sir Clyde Rivers, how someone can get to a location or to a height, but if they don't have the integrity and character, they cannot stay there.
That's so true.
Moving on to Ambassador Tony Jaja.
Dr. Tony Jaja of Sudan, from South Sudan. This man, in the midst of this COVID season, this man was in peace negotiations to help end a civil war in his country. And he did it he did it with the confidence, and he went in there looking to how to preserve every single life. So in this COVID season, this man led the way. Ambassador, my friend, Dr. Tony Elk Hair Jaja.
Absolutely. And then Frank Canoe, the man with the plan from Sweden.
I am honored to be the global board chair of OPAD, the organization that this man founded. This man is alleviating poverty around the world. And in the midst of the COVID season, what he did in the country of Zambia, and now he's working on actually climate change around the world. This man never stopped working in the COVID season, and he made people's lives better. Dr. Frank Canoe. His name is so nice. They named my brother twice.
Say it twice. That is what I'm talking about, folks. Listen, Linda. I hope you got your mind right, because, hey, when Sir Clyde Rivers gives you a name, it sticks. Man, his name is so nice, they had to name him twice. Absolutely. Dr. Albert Necessagary.
Dr. Albert Necessagary has established a school in Burundi, Africa. And it's a leadership school. And in the midst of this COVID season, hear this, people. He graduated 200 students, and those 200 students have created 5,000 jobs in the country of Burundi. Professor Albert knows what he's doing. He understands it, and his evidence and results, or his training, has produced 5,000 jobs. So here it is, 5,000 people, and their families are eating today because one man had a vision for school.
Talk about making an impact, folks. I hope that you're picking up what we're putting down. I'm talking about people who are making a difference. This is not a game. This is not a personality contest. This is people who have evidence and results in their field. We are grateful and thankful to have such kingdom-minded people that come with a mindset to change their community, thereby changing their world. You cannot beat what you are seeing right now.
No.
You would definitely want to look each and every one of these names up so that you can get connected. If you are about doing business, if you want to be productive in your life, these are the people that you want to connect to worldwide. And I would be remiss if I did not say, listen, all of them are civility minded. Not one of them will you hear speak of themselves. These are people who are lifting other people up, building platforms to teach, train, and consult others so that they can do better. Well, here we are, sir. We're getting ready to take it back to Africa. We are bringing up someone who needs no introduction. Let me make sure I get this together. Get the comments off the screen, because this young man here is someone that you need to talk about.
Dr. Manoj Shah, let me tell you, this man, as I go on record everywhere I go, one of the greatest humanitarians of this day. This man, in this actual COVID season, his hospital, MP Shaw Hospital, he had to open the doors and save lives in this COVID season. One time I called him to talk to him, and he was so busy saving lives. I'm telling you, this man, Dr. Manoj Shah, every time you see him, he's a man that I can say his life is not about his own. His life is truly about serving people. And the one thing about him is, as an individual person, he has the most integrity of anyone I've worked with around the world. Dr. Manoj Shah is truly in a class by himself. And here this in the middle of in Kenya a couple years ago, there was an actual mall shooting, an actual terrorist attack. This man opened his hospital, opened it up, and they had so many people. And he's someone, when there's an emergency, if you need help, call this man. He is truly in a class by himself. Dr. Manoj Shah, he's a leader of leaders.
My. Well, we have Dr. Manoj Shah. I know it's late within your area, Dr. Shah. I'm ready to bring you to the forefront and to the stage. Please unmute your mic so that we can hear from you, my friend. Dr. Manoj Shah.
Thank you very much, Professor Vernet Joseph, and my mentor, Sir Clyde Rivers. I'm truly honored to be nominated for the Productive Business COVID-19 Civility Leadership Award, and would like to most sincerely thank, first and foremost, my mentor, Sir Professor Dr. Clyde Rivers, with whom I've had a privilege of doing so much humanitarian work, not only in Kenya, but around East Africa. He has been a testimony and a witness to many of the humanitarian work that we have done in this part of Africa. Thank you very much considering me worthy of this recognition, and I humbly accept this recognition. God bless you all, and thank you very much.
Blessings to you, Dr. Shah. Thank you so much for being part. I'm going to go ahead and keep you here because we have your daughter. Man, it blesses my heart when I can see family members doing great things together. You're looking at Dr. Soyam Shah. Give us just a second. Let's go ahead and acknowledge you, and then we'd love to hear from you as well.
Dr. Soyam Shah, we're bringing her in as a doctor, and hear this. This is because of her evidence and results. This year, I watched her, and everyone that's watching this, I watched her single-handedly pick up the cause for actually special needs and the actual youth of this world. Dr. Soyam Shah, her parents, Dr. Manoj and his wife Jana, two of my dear friends. But here it is. She's created a path for herself. She is a leader of leaders. And you know what, Dr. Vernet, as we talk about honoring people with an honorary doctorate, that's for evidence and results. And we have watched this amazing young woman with evidence and results. She's done the work. So everything we do is about evidence and results. And if you ever have a chance to speak to her, she has her mind is magnificent. She knows how to get it done. She always asks the actual perfect question, and how do we move this forward? And I'm telling you, we are so honored to have her. And this year, when it closed down, Soyam Shah opened up and has led the world to a different place for the Leos and the Lions Club. Soyam Shah, we're honored to award you with this award.
My. Come on and talk to us, Dr. Soyam Shah.
Well, Dr. Clyde Rivers always tells us that what you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. And in the comments, you can see Dr. Raymond has said, Sir Clyde Rivers is a mentor of all mentors. And today, I am not going to be here if it wasn't for Sir Clyde Rivers holding my hand, coaching me, and pushing me through this journey. So thank you, Dr. Vernet Joseph and Dr. Sir Clyde Rivers for thinking that I'm worthy of this award. And I truly humbly accept, and I cannot wait to do more and work more and make a big difference. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it, and I won't let you down.
Thank you so much. Great.
We definitely appreciate you too, Dr. Soyam. Continue to do the great work. Lives are changed because you thought it not strange to show up and be authentically you. So we're grateful and thankful for that. Blessings to you.
Thank you, Soyam.
Yes, indeed. I am telling you, man, on and on and on it goes. I'm taking you all the way to New Jersey. Dr. Anana 5 Foot Dellerhome. Come on, talk to me, sir.
Dr. Anana, as I told you, she's one of the voices that I love to hear because she has a gift that literally motivates people. I've watched her turn people's lives around. And you know what? One of the greatest things about Dr. Anana is she isn't afraid to put people on a stage and make them greater than herself. She's in a class totally, absolutely by herself. There's no words. Watch her show, people. She's always elevating other people, and it's not about her. And anytime that you see a heart like that, you know there's a world leader in the making. Perfect.
Well, I have the one and only Dr. Anana herself. How goes it, my friend?
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Wonderful.
Oh my goodness, this is such an incredible time just to be in this space with you, Professor Vernet and Sir Clyde Rivers. OMG. Listen, as I hear Sir Clyde talking about me, talking about creating stages and platforms, and that's exactly what you taught us to do, Doc. We are doing exactly what you have taught us to do. So I am truly honored. I am truly, honestly, so inspired and encouraged to share this platform with you, amazing gentlemen, and all the leaders from around the world. I mean, just the title, the Productive Business COVID-19 Leadership Award. Huh? My goodness, when you think about 2020 in the midst of the pandemic, the things that we've gone through, but not to even, all of us, we felt the effects of the pandemic. right? But to say as a leader, it's time for us to lead from the front. It's time for us to understand the needs of people all around the world, to step up, to be consistent, to come together and connect and make a difference. And I'm excited, I'm grateful, and I'm just here applauding and rooting for everyone, all the leaders that are on this platform. But again, I'm grateful and I thank you. I thank you so much for this opportunity to serve, to continue to learn and grow and move forward around the world. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Blessings to you. Listen, well deserved. You better believe it. And we're grateful and thankful. You know, I wish I can do this for everybody, but it's sitting right in front of me. I have pulled up this book because I'm telling you, lives have been lifted, platforms have been built, women and children's lives have been changed because we think it not strange to think not of just ourselves. You know, when you show me a leader, you show me someone who's willing to pour into others like none other. They don't think of themselves, they think of everyone else. They build and they allow others to build upon their shoulders and upon their backs so that they can continue to drive home the legacy. So we salute you. Go ahead, sir.
While others are asking what's the cost, Anana's asking how can I make them the boss?
That's it.
That's it.
Come on.
Wow. Incredible. And lastly, Professor Vernet, you talk, you brought in the word Proverbs 14:8, right? And you're talking about wisdom, right? Wisdom of the prudent. But understanding that when it comes to wisdom, it's about experience, the knowledge, but taking action. Man, so this award, I mean, at this time, COVID-19, for women, for all the leaders, men, I'm about the girls and the women, but taking action. So using the wisdom and the knowledge that we attained from amazing leaders like yourselves, right? But taking action to make a difference and impact the world. That's what it's all about. So I'm grateful. Thank you.
Well, blessings. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Anana. Continue the great work, and you are truly a leader amongst leaders.
Yes, you are.
Absolutely. Listen, as we continue on, we have Doctors Chris and Carol Green. Talk to me, sir.
This team, Dr. Chris and Dr. Carol Green, the ready responders that they have created, starting out at a homeless shelter, helping people to a better life, and has grown to an institution that's moving in over 5 different states now with people that they've trained. They, in the midst of this COVID season, they became our vice chancellors of United Graduate College and Seminary. And I can tell you, you will not find a people that have a more genuine heart to empower people than Dr. Chris and Carol Green. They are literally amazing people.
Yes. And more. Yes, folks, I am telling you, it is definitely a pleasure and an honor to watch all of these people take the stage, make great things happen, and literally create the pathway forward. To me, that's what it's really all about. Show me someone who is prudent with their actions, and I'll show you someone who is willing to pave the pathway forward. This is what it truly is all about. I just want to say thank you. I'm telling you, it's an honor and a pleasure to work with each and every one of you. Let's take it to Canada, my friend. Dr. Raymond Herlaw.
This guy here, never be jealous of people that can do what you can't do. Dr. Raymond Herlaw he's such a gifted person. And he's a person with integrity and honor. And I'll tell you, every time I'm around him, he looks to honor and he understands honor. And as an entrepreneur, this man is impacting lives, is doing it, and he leads by example. Again, as I stated yesterday, this man, his actual future, you have no idea. This guy may be a leader of the UN one day. That's the kind of gifting this man has. And in the midst of this COVID season, we worked together, and he stayed true to his vision, true to the call. And because of him, that's why we stand tall, because of Raymond Herlaw.
Man, I told you when you get these names, when you get these names from the one and only Sir Clyde Rivers, you can't help but to walk into it because it's almost like he sees through your soul, and then he gives you a name that you cannot help but to live up to. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And anyone who is watching this program, I dare you to say something different because I've watched it for years. I've watched him name people and watch them grow into what he has called them. Come on, somebody. I don't know about you, but that's what I call real and true leadership. Leadership sees what you don't see. They help you to navigate. I've heard many people call him mentor. Mentor means mentoring on a ship. So that means there's someone further ahead of you that can help you navigate what you are experiencing and tell you where the potholes are and tell you step right, step left, back up, pause, just wait a moment. And sometimes leaders, we have to be honest with ourselves. We don't like to hear, hold on a moment. We don't want to hear pause. Or we don't want to hear when he says all gas, no brakes. Because it stretches us to be a better version of ourselves. This is what I love about Sir Clyde Rivers, a man who needs no introduction around the globe. Hey, listen, folks, I hope that you are enjoying the show thus far. Again, tell us where you're chiming in from. Share this stream out because goodness is literally following the stream.
Dr. Vernet, I saw Betty Speaks and I saw Shannon Cox.
Yes.
These are two amazing women that will be with us on the stuff that we do around. And I saw Trina Brown.
Yes.
Man, I'm telling you, man, hey, you know what? We need, Dr. Vernet, we need everyone in their place. And what I love so much about I Change Nations is no one competes with each other. We're all looking to put each other on the stage. And it's the most beautiful thing in the world. There's no competition because guess what? In your area of expertise, you're number one. And we're going to assist you. And we are not competing for like dollars and cents with you. We want to influence and impact the world. That's our thing.
Yes, yes, yes. You know, everyone, watch this. Together, everyone achieves more. That's the definition or acronym or acrostic of team. Do you know when you have a real solid team, there is nothing that you cannot accomplish? There is no task that is too tall or big because you have a team of thinkers, forward thinkers, global leaders, civility ambassadors that are changing the game. Man, I can go on and on, but I know we don't have the time. Let me get on to this next wonderful person that is going to talk to us. Back to Canada we go with Dr. Rebecca Harper.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. One of the smartest, wisest people I know in family civility in the world. Please, people, I'm telling you, when she opens her mouth, the wisdom oozes out. And the evidence and results are people who this woman's life touched. They're changed forever. We're honored to have Dr. Rebecca Harper, one of the best in the world.
Come on, somebody. We have Dr. Rebecca Harper with us. Please come off of mute as we bring you to the forefront and the stage. Dr. Rebecca, how are you? Make sure you go off mute so we can hear you.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vernet, Dr. Rivers. I mean, when I hear you speak about me, I'm still going, yeah, I hear you, Dr. Vernet. He speaks until we come in, but I just want to thank you for this award. You worked so hard during COVID, and family civility actually did flourish during COVID because it was needed. Families were at home. They didn't know how the dynamics were going to work now because we tended to have our kids doing something else and our parents doing something else. And then we had to have multi-generational housing. So it was sitting there and saying, how can we help families during the hardest times of being a family, and accepting all family types as well. And I just want to thank you, not just for this an amazing award and having me stop and think and say, oh my gosh, yes, I did all of this year, because I didn't even notice. But also getting that fire in me ignited, Dr. Rivers, it's what you did. You saw that fire in me and ignited it. And it was almost like blast off. And I think all the other awardees and ambassadors that work with both of you, because Dr. Vernet has helped me so much as well this year. And, you do that. You see our light, you ignite it, and then it's blast off after that. And it's all for civility. It's not for your recognition or our recognition. It's for the work that we do. And I think that is the biggest difference, why God has given us all this reward, to say it's not personal, it's the work that we need to do on this earth right now.
Man, thank you for always thinking about others.
Yes, indeed. Now, look, I would be remiss. Now, many people are going to be like, what? Do you have a library sitting in front of you? But this is actually Dr. Harper's work. In the midst of COVID, we are popping things off. We're not playing games. We're establishing curriculum. We're writing books. We're changing the world, folks. Listen to me very clearly. There's absolutely nothing that you can't do when you have the full thrust and momentum of an organization behind you. And see, that's the key right there, folks. If you notice, we're not here to compete with one another. No. We're here to complement each other and help each other to ascend to a higher level. If you don't have friends like this in your organization, my friend, it's time to change organizations. Why?
Exactly.
Because if you're not part of something that is building you up, evidently it is tearing you down. And you don't want to be a part of anything like that. Again, we're not speaking against anyone. We're just giving you common practices and principles of productive business. Get around people who want to see you do well. And
collaboration is key. Collaboration is key. And that's what Dr. Rivers and yourself, you notice we collaborate, and that's why we're so successful. And now, because of collaboration, Family Civility is now offering families a domestic violence course to reduce and eliminate domestic violence in families, because we're going into the families and we're going to target the whole group to reduce domestic violence, because it's not just the victims we have to help, but we have to help the entire family to get rid of the domestic violence.
Yes, this is good. This is good. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we look forward to the work that you're doing and how you will collaborate with the rest of the team. Thank you so much, Dr. Rebecca.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. I'm telling you, folks, it's heating up. It's heating up. They say we're changing the world. That's what's happening, one small step at a time. You see, Dr. Halal, he's talking about the Family Civility Institute. Yes. This is what it's about. No competition, just collaboration. Man, I am so excited. The power of collaboration is showing, it's changing our lives. Let's move on back to California. Dr. Mauricio Juarez.
This man is one of the brilliant minds of the world. He's created a new concept of actually chaplaincy. You see, chaplaincy has had a narrative, but this man has opened it up for a whole nother level with HDA, Humanitarian Diplomatic Alliance. He's the founder of a new chaplain program, of a new concept that's allowing the work to actually go forward in arenas where like chaplaincy isn't normally bought into. And just a masterful man, a great leader, Dr. Mauricio Humberto Juarez.
Woo! Man, I am super excited about what God is doing in, with, and through Dr. Mauricio Juarez. I'm talking about bringing ministry and marketplace together, showing people that it's possible, showing people how important it is to move forward. Listen to me very clearly. Many people think that ministry and marketplace cannot collaborate. And I'm here to tell you, I beg to differ. And you will watch Dr. Mauricio Juarez as he comes forth and changes the paradigm because he is breaking down the glass wall, my friends. It is awesome, awesome, awesome. Now listen, California is in the house. I'm getting ready to bring you the powerhouse, the lighthouse. I'm getting ready to bring you the boathouse. Well, you all better get ready for this dynamic duo right here. Doctors Linda and Sonny Laura.
In the midst of COVID-19, I went up and I saw them 3 times. These are people of impact. Dr. Sonny Laura, as I told you, he is a machine, and he understands gang life, and he understands that everyone needs love. And he is such a wise. This Dr. Sonny Laura, he speaks at actually Smith Santa Clara University. He speaks to actually law students. Why? Because he speaks to officers, law enforcement. Why? Because he's a man that's excellent in his craft. And now people call him to help them. And Dr. Linda Lara, she's the creator of like Civility First. She's the 2020, I want to say, USA Woman of the Year Civility, because everything she does, and she's the founder of an education institution, Future Elite Academy. Dr. Linda Lara does it all. Hashtag do like you. She's doing it. And there are no words for these 2 people. They made the world better in this COVID-19 season. Dr. Sonny and Dr. Linda Lara.
Come on, somebody. Are you picking up what we are putting down? Listen to me very clearly. God is doing a new thing, and he is showing people how they can, watch this, come out of the muck and the mire and be brand new, how they can be the salt of the earth, how they can bring the light to the darkness and show them how they can do it through education. When I say a dynamic duo, folks, I don't think you understand what we are saying. The work that they are doing, it takes 4 F's to qualify to get into their program. And in 1 year, they are taking students who were written off and putting them in the place, watch this, of Ivy League. I don't think you're hearing what I'm saying, but I'm not going to try to do it myself. Dr. Sonny and Linda Lara, please unmute your mic and come forth to the stage. How are y'all doing today?
Dr. Vernet, you are bringing the fire, boy. You're preaching to me, buddy. I'm more fired up. And Dr. Rivers is a people launcher. You cannot be around Dr. Rivers and stay the same. Dr. Rivers, I hope your ears were burning today because I was preaching about you coming. And let me tell you, wow, our whole life has changed since we come into a company with greatness. And you know, you said it so well, Dr. Vernet. If you're not around greatness, you'll never be great. You better change your company, because you know what? It is only because we have surrounded ourselves with people like yourself, Professor, and Dr. Clyde Rivers. What an honor. And Dr. River didn't even want to get up and meet us. He was jet lagged and out. I know it was the Holy Spirit that made him get up, because we have never been the same. Every time we go into his presence, I feel like I'm the scarecrow on the Wizard of Oz. It's got a new brain, and words can't even express how grateful we are for being able to be in the midst of great company like you guys. We're on fire because we hang around with fire.
and watch this, Dr. Ned. I want to share something. Dr. Sonny and Dr. Linda, they had the opportunity to actually do something that was so big. And they actually could have moved out, and there was some actual different things that were happening. And Dr. Sonny called me, and they actually stayed with actually us over a title. Yeah. And and God watches that thing. Many people would have left for the bigger stage, but Dr. Sonny Lara is just he's such a man of integrity. Him and Dr. Linda, and there are people that understand honor. And I'm telling you guys, world, watch out. These 2 are coming. I'm telling you, they're coming. I believe every city, in the world needs what they bring. Watch this here, please. I don't mean to go off on this, but
do it.
her academy and what Dr. Sunny does, they actually take people that people have discarded and have thrown away. And within 1 year, these people have confidence and they're on their feet again. And watch this here. Everybody wants to work at the top, but nobody wants to go to the bottom. But they go to the bottom and they build from the bottom up. And that's why every city will need a Dr. Sunny and a Dr. Linda Lara.
Come on, man. Look.
Come on. Dr. Rivers, I just want to correct you. We did not leave the lower stage to go to the bigger, leave the bigger stage to go to the lower. We left the lower stage to stay with you, Dr. Rivers, the bigger stage.
We're honored to be working with all you wonderful movers and shakers of history makers. We're changing the world.
Dr. Sunny, we need to get his book. We need to get their books done.
Yeah.
When they're ready, sir, let's get it done. We'll get it done. Listen, I was just about to reach, and I'm like, no, we haven't finished theirs yet. So I was about to reach for it. I was looking. So we will get those done because history will be written when those books are published, simply because there is no one on the planet that I have heard of nor seen that is doing what they are doing. And I think when you think about Firehouse Academy, when you think about all of this, this is not a game. This is something that is changing the trajectory of people's lives. You are changing our future. And that's what's most important. I don't care that it didn't look like it was supposed to look like. It doesn't have to. God uses us all and shows us how to be a blessing to those who may not normally look at us. But you know what? They can't deny his glory and his story.
And watch this, Doc. And everyone that watches this, contact Dr. Sunny and Linda to be on your shows. These guys need to be on your shows, on your platforms. They need to be there because watch this here. As people are running out, those guys are running in.
Yes. Thank you all so much. Dr. Sunny, did you have any words really quickly?
Thank you all, and it's our honor to be a part of this greatness that God's doing globally around the world.
Amen.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Blessings to you all. Thank you so much for the work that you do, and we look forward to working with you here shortly.
Amen.
Yes. Man, I tell you, it's heating up. When I tell you that people are making an impact, come on, people. I'm talking about people who literally don't think only of themselves, but they change, watch this, their community, their city, their state, their region, and other countries. And this young lady right here, I just got to put it up. Go ahead, sir. Dr. Robin Mosier-Lococo. Come on, tell me something, sir.
Challenge Champions and Heroes, and she's also the vice president of I Change Nations. I worked with her for over 25 years doing the work. Challenge Champions and Heroes took on a cause to bring awareness to special needs, differently abled, and their caregivers. And Dr. Lococo has fought for that passionately. And now it's in over 12 countries, soon to be 27 countries, because this woman will not stop. I'm telling you, they're going to go. And what happens is there's a book that's coming out soon that's going to help educate the world to the importance of special needs. And I'm telling you, just, and in the COVID season, she kept moving. She wouldn't stop. And she's so worthy of this award.
Absolutely. Dr. Robin Lococo. Listen, again, you may say, what kind of library does this brother have? But I'm talking about serving to the top. Someone who has done it. Someone who has been there when there was nothing there. Someone before you ever knew what I Change Nations was or is, she was there. And she is someone who has the evidence and the results, the experience to tell you how to serve to the top. We're not doing this for fame or acclaim, folks. This is our heart work. It's our life work. It's what we believe in. And because these people believe in changing the game, my friends, nothing will stop them. Did you hear what he said? 26, 27 countries. This is what it's all about. If you want to be number one, you cannot think from a number two mentality. And this is what you learn when you're on board with this family. Changing the game for special needs individuals and watching them grow, because you teach them they're not just special. Of course they are to God, but they are differently abled and making a difference. Are you hearing what we are saying right now? I sure hope that you are, because there's so much more to come. Wow, wow, wow. That's all I can say, Sir Clyde Rivers. Now, this young lady, man, you know, when you don't have the words quite yet to formulate, to speak of someone.
Yeah.
I'm talking about someone who has the academic prowess that anyone needs, right? Who has worked with the top and the greatest and the best, but has turned around and taken that knowledge and shifted the paradigm. I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to bring this name up, Dr. Michael P. Pitzel.
Let me tell you, Professor, Dr. Michael Pitzel has created Searcherdemics, and it's come out of authorship education. Someone that's in education and said, Dr. Rivers, there's a better way. We are missing people's giftings. And on a 14 or 15-year journey, she's been researching everything I Change Nations does to actually empower people. And she's created a concept for our United Graduate College and Seminary. She's our chancellor, one of the youngest chancellors in the world. As we embarked upon this education mission, people laughed at us, but they don't laugh anymore because of our official campus in Kampala, Uganda, and all these things. And we actually started from scratch, but here it is. She's created a concept called Searcherdemics. Professor Vernet.
Well, you know what? We talk about evidence and results. We talk about showing people what it really looks like, not just talking about it, but actually making it happen. And this young lady, as you heard, she has many titles. There's too many to actually name. But what I love is she stays in her vein. She shows people how to do what she has crafted, what she has learned, now has taught and consulted around the globe. And she's teaching, hear me very clearly, she's teaching others to do the same. Every one of us were born with a measure of faith. But you know what? She teaches you how to expand that faith. And before she comes on, I would be remiss again if I don't pull out yet another book, right? Authorship education, architecting the future. Are you picking up? Are you hearing what we are saying? See, these are people who are just talking about it. They have the evidence. They have the results. And that's what it's all about. If you would, Professor, Chancellor, Dr. Michael P. Pitzel, please come off of mute as we bring you to the stage.
I'm going from tears to cheers here. Wow.
Yeah, great stuff.
Like you said, Professor Vernet, there's no words. You know, Sir Clyde Rivers, years and years and years ago, he looked at me and said, let's go change the world. And here's our evidence and results today. And Professor Vernet, you creating this platform for the evidence and results in human lives, and what these amazing professionals and world leaders are creating, and what they've searched out, and the ideas that they've had, and they've acted on those ideas. You know, during COVID, there was a lot of depression, But during that time, people had ideas. But what took it to the next level is, Sir Clyde Rivers, you pushed us to act on those ideas. And that's key. And I love what maybe I was prophetic there, Professor Anana Pfeiffer said about action. It takes action. And, you know, productivity is relevance. Productivity brings hope. And I am just excited and honored and humbled and privileged to be working alongside professionals such as everyone that has come before me in this presentation today. Thank you so much, Professor Vernet, for creating this platform and for producing the excellence and being a vehicle to produce and to show and to highlight these people's excellence. And Sir Clyde Rivers for saying go for it and creating the new standard. I have no words. Thank you. I'm humbled.
Absolutely.
And you know what? And I want to say this is this book that Dr. Michael created. It's hard to find pioneers to come out of a system that had been steeped in it. But her heart was able to realize that 7.8 billion people have a contribution, and we have to find a way through academics, and this is where authorship education was created, and now the philosophies evolved into asserterdemics to where 7.8 billion people will have the ability to bring their contribution to the game. That's what this amazing chancellor has created. That's what she's put in the earth. She has the evidence and results of 15 years of doing the work, flying in and out of Africa, all over the world, learning. So this is something that she's authored. So Dr. Michael, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, again, like I said, words truly can express. When you find someone who is prudent, who is mindful of their craft, who takes their craft extremely seriously, you see the evidence in the results in their life. And that's what we can honestly say about Professor Chancellor Dr. Michael Pitskill, who literally makes things happen. And we appreciate you and salute you, Dr. Michael.
She does.
We definitely appreciate you.
Thank you.
Well, we are nearing the end of one set of awards here. And we've been talking about, productive business and COVID-19 leadership awards. But we'd be remiss, Sir Clyde Rivers, if we did not acknowledge, our leader in the Global Leadership Award for the work that you have done. You have been the catalyst. You have been the pen. You've been the anchor for us all as you continue to pioneer and speak life in the midst of chaos, in the midst of a pandemic, as you begin to inspire and empower these leaders that you are actually awarding today. You have done that because your mind was in the right place. So we want to take a moment just to thank you, salute you, celebrate you, champion you because of the work that you have done. Without you, we would not be on this platform and many, many others. So from around the globe, we want to celebrate you. We want to honor you. We want to cheer you on because you are the one that started or ignited the fire. And because of that, it's simply excellence, as you can see from Dr. Soyam Shah. We thank you, Sir Clyde Rivers, for your constantly guiding us and giving us the key. That's what it's all about. Thank you all. We cannot do this alone. Dr. Anana Pfeiffer, yes, this is what it's all about. Raymond Harlaw, wow. Sir Clyde Rivers, that's what it's about. He's the one. Dr. Rebecca Harper, the man, the leader, the father of civility, who ignited all the lights. Congratulations and thank you. Donald Tolson, congratulations, Sir Clyde Rivers. Again, Dr. Soyam Shah, Sir Clyde Rivers, hand clap. This is what it's about. Sir Clyde Rivers is a catalyst. That's what we are saying. We celebrate you, Sir Clyde Rivers. God give you wisdom and strength for each and every new adventure. This is what it's all about. Not only is there a movie in the making, there's documentaries and there's all kind of things in the making. Man, I tell you, words truly cannot express our appreciation
thank you, guys.
and love for the work that you do and how you ignite the flame and the fire on the inside of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And of course, you know, I would truly be remiss if I didn't just show just a few projects that were created over pandemic, COVID-19, that were thought about in conversations that we literally put together to change our world. This is what it's all about. We're not talking, but we're actually making it happen. Year after year, week after week, month after month, we are changing the paradigm because we decided to show up, stand up, and set a standard. Thank you, Sir Clyde Rivers.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. This is the first portion of the awards. Thank you so much to everyone who has been chiming in. Again, congratulations, congratulations. It is in order because of the work that you are doing. You continue to push us to purpose. You continue to show us what's possible. And because it's possible and it is before us, we can continue to press forward. Sir Clyde Rivers, the floor is yours before we move into Productive Business Civility Awards.
Man, I'm humbled because everyone, when you understand that as you make other people great and help them find their actual greatness, you'll always be in the game. And I can tell you, I learn more from all of you than you learn from me. Thank you all for mentoring me. I get the privilege to talk to the greatest people in the world, and that is you guys. I get the privilege to talk to you every day. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Well, we're grateful. Once again, it is a pleasure and an honor to work with such honorable people with integrity and character. This is what it means to us. Just to let you know how much you mean to us. We could not do this alone. So as we progress forward, we're going to now go into what I call the Productive Business Civility Awards. And Sir Clyde Rivers, I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, these are individuals that have just made an impact in the world, and these are people that I know. I've watched their impact. Dr. Walter Koch, the guy is one of the greatest teachers of understanding who God is that I know in the world. And what he does, Dr. Koch makes God practical, not religious. He makes him real. And Dr. Koch is truly one of the great leaders that I know in the world. That can't be my good friend James Spencer that just signed in. Big game, James. I love you, man. I'm telling you. And Donald Tolson, that guy. Dr. Charles Benin, one of the great men from Ghana. Dr. Benin is just phenomenal. So Dr. Vernet, these are great business leaders that have kept the right mentality to help people. Sometimes business becomes so much about just making a profit and the bottom line that we lose people. But the individuals you're awarding today have kept people and hope alive around the globe. So these actual leaders are in the front of the class, leading the way for a better world.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, thank you, Dr. Walter Koch, for making a difference in our world.
Dr. Simeon Kaiua, he's the founder of Kaiua University, our partnership in Uganda with the United Graduate College and Seminary International. This is the man that actually blazed a trail to fight for our seminary and his university to be legally recognized in Uganda This man here is a legend among the ministers in his country. And you know what? This man has mentored me and helped me so much understand that every single person in the world is valuable. Thank you, Dr. Simeon Kaiua.
Absolutely. We salute you, Dr. Simeon Kaiua, and thank you so much for the work and the groundwork that you have put together so that we can continue to honor others through UGCSI.
Dr. Samuel E. Berry. He is a great leader out of Sweden. This is a man that's a part of the state church there. He's a pioneer voice that stands up for the underprivileged in his country, the actual differently advantaged, and he is a leader among leaders at what he does. Dr. Samuel E. Berry.
Thank you, Dr. Samuel E. Berry, for your work and your work ethic and how you're changing the game.
Dr. Kristen Carroll Green, with their ready responders, with their care ready responders, you've created a paradigm. You've taken people from homeless communities, disenfranchised, prison, incarcerated, and you've turned their lives around. And you have done it with a model that helps make them productive for our society again. Chris and Carol Green, some of the work that you guys are doing is some of the most needed work. What you're doing, the both of you are taking people and you're putting their lives back together again, and they can be restored to their family as they build the world and make it a better place. Thank you, Chris Green.
Absolutely. And of course, we have Dr. Carol Green, which you just spoke of as well.
Phenomenal. No words, just leaders helping put people's world back together.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Chris and Carol Green.
The first lady, the former first lady of Burundi, Denise Nkurunziza. This actual woman, this actual year, her husband passed, the former president. She stood up in front of her country with the bold and resolve as her heart was tore apart. And she said, my husband, I loved him, but he wasn't God for us. God is God. And she got back up and she began to work. And the actual foster home for orphans that they have, and her work has still continued to go on at the most difficult time in her life. Denise Nkurunziza.
Thank you so much, Denise Nkurunziza, for the work that you're doing in your country and around the globe.
Dr. Carlos Garcia from El Salvador, a great ambassador at the UN, former ambassador at the UN, works with the El Salvador community. Dr. Carlos is one of the most genuine leaders I've ever met. His heart to help people and give back to the world, I've seen no one like him. And that's why when these awards came up, he is one of the names that came across my heart. I said, Dr. Vernet, you have to honor Dr. Carlos, Ambassador Carlos. Ambassador Carlos, keep leading the way with goodness. You are bringing hope to many from the United Nations platform and the standpoint. You're just phenomenal. We love you, Dr. Carlos Garcia.
Thank you, Dr. Carlos Garcia.
Bamil Canteria. This is a phenomenal entrepreneur out of Kenya, and I'm telling you what he does. His mind for agriculture, his mind to help put things. He's and I want to thank Dr. Manoj Shah. Turned me on to Dr. Bamil Canteria. See again, as you work with people like Manoj Shah, they bring you into actually great people, and this. Bamil Canteria is such a leader, and we had to bring him in because his business is so productive, and we're just honored to have a leader like him to award in this day and hour.
Yes. Thank you again, Bamil Canteria.
Angela Reed, my goodness, Dr. Angela Reed works in Tonga, and she works all over the world. She has done a work in Tonga to help empower people. She's a leader. She's empowering women. And we are so grateful and so honored to be able to honor a woman like her with being in business, productive, and helping people learn more about God.
Thank you, Angela Reed.
Abraham Adesayo. This man, let me tell you, he's a pastor out of Chicago, Illinois. If you ever have the ability to go to his church, he is one of the most genuine, authentic leaders I've met in my life. Every time I'm around him, all you want to do is weep because of the goodness of his heart. He is, man, Abraham, I'll see you in a couple weeks. Guys, this man is helping empower people, showing people a new way and a better way for life. Abraham Adesayo is a phenomenal leader in business civility.
Thank you, Abraham Adesayo.
Tunji, man, Dr. Tunji is from Nigeria. This man is one of the brilliant minds, and what he's doing, he's creating a concept that talks about mental health and spirituality. He's merging the actual two in his country, one of the first of its kind in the world. Dr. Tunji, thank you for being who you are and for having the ability to actually step up and open the eyes of the world that in the mental health work, there's a component of spirituality that you're adding, which I think is so world-changing for the paradigms to come. Tunji, thank you.
Thank you, Tunji. We appreciate your work.
Jan Roberts, man, this guy, if you ever had the chance to hear him speak, South Africa, motivational speaker, extraordinaire, leadership, helps humanity. One time I had a chance to hear this man speak, and he just inspires everything, and he makes everyone better around him. So if you have the ability to be around Jan Roberts, go. You will leave inspired in a big way.
Thank you, Jan Roberts.
Ronald Kozacek, my friend, he's the creator of Male Civility. He was watching and his wife, Dr. Christine, with Every Girl Wins. And one time we talked about male civility. And this man, with evidence and result, started a movement called Male Civility. And the book is right here. Male Civility. He said, Dr. Rivers, he says, men, we need to be nice to each other. And if we're nice to each other, we need to be kind to our families. We need to be kind to people around us. So this is a man, a leader that's opened the eyes of the world to a brand new paradigm called male civility. Dr. Ronald Kozacek, thank you. And he was awarded an honorary doctorate for that masterpiece in the book that he put together.
Thank you, Dr. Ronald Kozacek.
G. Femi. This guy is the actual man relationship expert, and he truly is that. He's a modern day man that can help you work out the relationships and your issues. If you ever have the ability to hear him speak, G. Femi, hand down in a class by himself. This man understands modern day families. He understands how to deal with the heart issues. Just one of the best in his craft.
Thank you, G. Femi.
Gerald Jarman, let me tell you, Gerald Jarman is a man that's established basketball training. And I watch this man, Gerald, is so humble, but so good at what he's doing. He's taking kids through actual sports, through the sport of basketball. He's teaching discipline. He's teaching life skills, and many of these kids move on to college or sports. And when they enter and they have the right attitude and they know how to push themselves, because this man knows how to motivate young people through sports, through basketball. So I saw his actual leadership is phenomenal. Gerald, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Gerald.
Nashawn Walker, this guy, man, there's no words for him. He started Hood Rise. He said, I met him years ago, this man, he doesn't mind me sharing the story. He was facing 85 years in jail, 85 years in prison. And his father spoke to the actual judge and basically said, I mentored him in what he's doing wrong. Give him a chance. This young man, this young man has created an organization that this summer, he's found 3,000 kids summer jobs. Nashawn Walker is working in the actual schools, empowering kids to empower themselves. He is truly an icon, one of the great voices of our day. Dr. Nashawn Walker, thank you for being phenomenal. Thank you, truly. 3,000 jobs this summer for kids that would have no hope, but someone that had 85 years got out and turned his life around. There's hope for everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nashawn Walker. Continue up the great work.
Oh, Shirley Regina Robertson. Man, this woman is a mental health leader. And she has, just when you have the chance to meet her, she opens your eyes to all kinds of new arenas. And she goes, Dr. Ruth, she goes, every minister is really a mental health person. Everyone that actually leads people is a person that deals with the mindset of people. So her voice for the kingdom of God and the world needs to come to the front, and it is. And she's a phenomenal lady with so many years of experience in helping people in those arenas. Dr. Shirley, we're honored to have you as a Productive Business Awardee.
Thank you, Dr. Shirley.
Dr. Ambassador Fidelia Grand Galan. She was the ambassador for the country of Suriname. She works in the government of that. She is one of the head. This is exactly as a woman. She was the first woman of the Maroon tribe in Suriname to ever be allowed to get an education. She was the first one. She was the first one. She was the first one. And now she's pushed her way into politics. And now she is making a voice for all. And man, it is so amazing. It is so amazing to watch a woman that was the first. And she said every day she went to school, she was punished because someone felt like she was taking the actual seat of a man. But she fought through, and she's a voice empowering women in the Caribbean and all over the world. Dr. Fidelia Grand Galan. Sorry now.
Thank you, Dr. Fidelia Grand Galan, for the work that you are doing and how you are showing people how it is possible to be the first and to continue and be a catalyst for others.
Dan Justice, man, my friend out of Dallas, Texas. Dan is one of the wise people you'll ever come across. You will not find a more genuine heart in a man that's making a difference in America, a difference in the continent of Africa. And Dan is so deserving because everything he does in his life truly is to empower others and make others' lives better.
Thank you, Dan Justice.
Dr. Olga Narano, man, Dr. Olga, as I met her at actually TCU, at Texas Christian University, Dr. Olga had this organization it was a major organization that empowered Latin America. What she did, she created a world market. Now hear this, people. She would travel into countries and help and what she would do, every country had different products. So what she would do with the vendors, she would purchase their product, she'd put it in the world market, and as other people paid for the product, Dr. Olga took the money back into them. A true philanthropist. And she began to build and encourage. And if you're ever around her, she's infectious. And you know what? A year ago, she called me and said, Dr. Rivers, I have cancer. They gave me this actual report. Today, this woman is healed, back on her mission for God. Dr. Olga Naranjo, one of the best in the world.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Olga Naranjo. We were praying with and for you and continue to do so. We're so glad to hear you are doing phenomenal.
Sean Newell, let me tell you, 40 years ago in college, I was with Sean Newell. Sean Newell was a football player for the University of Utah. I was a basketball player. Sean Newell turned his life and became the actual vice president of a top company in Salt Lake City, Utah. Sean is probably one of the wisest, greatest activist diplomats I've seen that stands up and fights for the right causes. I'm telling you, he knows, and his voice, people, Sean Newell, you need to invite him on every show you have. This man is a man that's making a difference, not just for the people, but for institutions. And the minute that you asked me, Dr. Vernet, you said, doctors, find some people to help me out with this award. Sean Newell came first to my mind. And when I gave him to actually you obviously saw enough. But this man, Sean Newell, I can't say enough about what he's doing. He's consistent, and he's a phenomenal leader that anyone could follow, because Sean's audio matches his video. What he says, he does.
Yes. Now that right there is what I'm talking about, folks. I am super excited to hear when people have that type of mentality where their audio matches their video. No matter where you are, you are the same, and your audio matches your video. Thank you so much, Sean, for showing up and showing out in your area.
Dr. Ira Roach out of Dover, Delaware. This man has a voice with the young generation, and he started Focus Forward Civility. He's in the midst of this season. He's built something to help people get their focus off of where you were and get your focus on where you're going. This is a man that the actual young people follow him. They follow him, and his fruit that's been produced is out of this world. Dr. Ira Roach is so worthy of the Business Civility Award.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Ira Roach.
Dr. Charles Benin from Ghana. This man, I'm telling you, he is, when you hear his story, his testimony of what he has been through, this man is probably one of the most genuine hearted people you'll ever meet. His business wisdom, his heart for his country, his heart for people of the world. Dr. Benin, I've known him. I've had the ability to be in the country with him, and he is top-notch, first-class leader. Dr. Charles Benin is so worthy of this award because he's building people to build the nations of the world. Dr. Charles Benin.
Man, listen, folks, there's nothing else that we can say but amazing. These people have the evidence and the results that we have been talking about for, as long as we've known them. And as we watch them, this is what is beautiful. They are consistent with their productivity. And that's why they are being honored today. Thank you, Dr. Charles Benin.
Jack Serankuma out of Kampala, Uganda. Jack is let me tell you how this guy touched my heart. A couple years ago, we're sitting in a restaurant in Kampala, Uganda. We're having dinner, and we're talking about he's going to work with actually OPAD to help alleviate poverty in some actual island countries in Africa. 2 days later, his wife is having their baby, and his wife dies and the baby dies. 2 days later. And this this man with such honor and integrity and going through loss, literally still was thinking about how to help others while his life was shattered. This man is what business civility is about. It's about leadership of people. Dr. Jack, you're amazing.
Thank you, Dr. Jack Saracoma. We appreciate you and the way that you stand up. One thing I know for sure is you can talk about something, but it's a totally different thing to live it out. And when you see great men and women who show you with their livelihood what productive business really means, you can't help but salute them. So we again say thank you, Jack.
Bronco Tambo, man, this guy out of Liberia from Minnesota. Bronco is one of the genuine hearts that knows how to help. He's a businessman. He owns a construction company. He's helping America. He's helping his country. This man is an example of what business and civility, what it looks like, is this amazing man from Liberia making a difference in America and Liberia. We're honored to have this amazing leader with this award.
Thank you, Bronco.
Alan Banda, out of London, England, via Malawi. He's a true statesman. His work is to help empower young women in the continent of Africa and around the world. And his work, his actual labor to help make people better is I've seen nothing like it. And that's why I nominated Alan for this phenomenal award.
Thank you, Alan Banda.
Dr. Manuel Adodia, this man right here, he's from Kenya, Nairobi. Let me tell you about him. This man, here this Dr. Vernet, this man single-handedly fought to get free primary education in Kenya. The whole country. Dr. Manuel Adodia fought for primary education to be free in the country of Kenya. He's a true legend. Again, I met this amazing man through Dr. Manuel Shaw. And I'm telling you, hey, one man that picks up the cause to bring education to a country, that's priceless.
My. Thank you, Manuelia.
Christopher Amumlin, this entrepreneur, this man has just built a college, a business college in Nigeria. Chris is an entrepreneur that thinks out of the box. Chris is thinking of ways to empower Africa, and he's doing the work from a business civility standpoint. Chris is blazing a trail for others to be educated so you have a better future. Dr. Vernet, I always tell people, never not educate your next generation or you'll produce an ignorant future. We have to change the paradigm. Give people the right knowledge and you build for a better tomorrow. But if you keep people ignorant, you're preparing for an ignorant future.
Wow. Blessings, Christopher. Thank you.
Bernice Williams out of Chicago. Amazingly. This actual woman has in ministry has empowered thousands of people. She is an icon she's an icon in Chicago, and she's empowered people all over the world. And her heart is so genuine to empower people. Dr. Bernice Williams, she is the head of her class, my friend. She's great.
Thank you, Dr. Bernice Williams.
Dr. Obiama Martin, man, she's created Amazing You. She's an inventor. She's a creator. And here it is. One of the most important things she's done. She's created 5,000 jobs for women that were on social aid programs. Dr. Obiama is a legend, and she knows what she's doing, the best, the cream of the crop. And hear this, what's amazing about her is she isn't afraid to make you great while she's moving in her own greatness.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, Dr. Obi Ama. All right, sir. So we've come to the portion now where I'd like to bring in Dr. Rebecca Harper. We have some individuals that we want to honor their work, their passion, and the way that they show up has brought them to this stage. Dr. Rebecca Harper, how are you? I need you to take off mute real quick. Come off mute.
I'm off. Hello.
All right. Well, welcome back. I want to take this time to honor a few people that Dr. Rebecca Harper has nominated. These are people who are making great things happen in their community as well. And here you go. We'll start with Nadine Spencer.
Well, Nadine Spencer is a trailblazer. She is CEO of BrandQ, but she's also presently president of the Black Business and Professionals Association of Canada. And she's advocated, especially with these times and happening during COVID-19, but she has acknowledged in the publication 100 Accomplished Black Canadian Women. She's received numerous awards, and she also is helping with all these grants to Black entrepreneurs right now happening in Canada. And she advocated for it through the BBPA. She is organizing it. She's facilitating it. And the work that she has accomplished, and as an organization as well, bringing up Black entrepreneurs in Canada, which has systemic racism, and they've done wonders. And I've sent my youth to their literacy classes. They've spoken on financial literacy for my youth in programs, and just the difference they make in lives. I just had to say she needed to be acknowledged.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nadine Spencer. Let's talk.
So Jonathan Lecret, he is a powerhouse from Grenada, from the small island, as he calls it, the Spice Island of Grenada. He is a powerhouse. He's a consultant. He's a coach. He teaches at the University of West Indies. He's a minister of religion who goes home to home right now because of COVID, helping people to just, come through this whole COVID thing in their lives. And he's now an STM ambassador for the STM Summit in St. Lucia. Met him. He possesses over 9 years experience in leadership, and he has launched in Grenada leadership development consultancy, where he trains leaders from youth straight up. And he's so qualified. And when you get a chance to speak with him, you can't help but have love and happiness in your heart.
Wow. Listen, folks, I hope that you all are picking up what we are putting down, because what you see is people who are transforming the lives of others. Are you picking that up? I hope that you are, because throughout this entire broadcast, that is all that you've seen. So thank you, Jonathan.
Oh, Ernie Ross is another powerhouse, originally from Guyana, but lives in Canada. He owns his own, he does branding and advertising, to where he's actually won hundreds of Addy Awards, amongst the largest number ever given to a single advertising group. So imagine the amazing work where Caribbean people are doing up here in Canada. But that's not it. He also has some outstanding initiatives in conjunction with Rethink, called Feed the Need, food from restaurants to those in hunger. Random acts of kindness cards used everywhere and on the regional air carrier to promote selfless acts of kindness. And he celebrates International Day of Happiness. And he also has the award-winning intangience methodology, which has been validated and certified by the University of Peace in Costa Rica. He is an amazing, pure heart. And he also has a shoe that grows, an expandable sandal initiative out of the US, implemented in Guyana for children of the indigenous tribes. Over 10,000 sandals have been distributed. I had the honor of meeting him, and already he is he is someone everybody needs to know. He's just an amazing person, and
Wow,
you
very
never
good.
so humble, and just loves to give.
Awesome. Thank you, Ernie Ross, for the work that you are doing.
Dag McCoy. She is again another Caribbean birth, St. Lucia, living in Canada, she started the Rest Center, which is the Restoration and Empowerment of Social Transition, which is a nonprofit charity that takes the holistic approach to invest in homeless youth. You hear what I'm telling you? Homeless youth. And she takes them from being homeless, finding them permanent housing, getting them their basic needs, and then helping them with their life skills so they can maintain their home, get their jobs so they never have to be homeless again. She works with 18 to 24-year-olds in Canada.
Phenomenal.
And her story is phenomenal too.
Yeah.
She is just Christian faith, Word of God speaker, and just an amazing woman who just started a little charity that wanted to help people, and it has grown, and you can go to restcenters.org to see more what she does.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, I can definitely tell you that the Caribbean is in the house, making things happen in Canada, blowing up, and showing that civility is where it's at. We are honored to actually congratulate and to honor them with this Productive Business Award. Congratulations to every one of you. Thank you so much, Dr. Rebecca,
Dr. Harper,
for how you come and bring the right type of people to the platform. We're grateful and thankful for that. Congratulations.
Thank you for setting the tone, Dr. Vernet. You set the right type of person. I just mirror them from you.
Understood. Well, we thank you kindly, Dr. Rebecca. Blessings to you.
Take care.
All right, now we are well into the program. I want to shift now into, if you don't know, June 12th was actually Women Veterans Day. And there are some people who I've been waiting to honor. And I thought that it would be befitting to put this honor right here during the global and national Productive Business Day. These are some women who we honored earlier on in the year. I don't know if you all can see this, but we want you to, if you haven't, to go to the Productive Business Network /magazine, and you will find these wonderful women veterans. I'm getting ready to talk to you about Johnny Lloyd. Johnny Lloyd is a veteran who is making big things happen in her community and abroad. All of these women will receive a Productive Business Veteran Award, and I wanted to bring them to the stage. Next up, I want to talk to you about Seda Golf. Seda Golf is another great woman who is making grand things happen in her community and abroad and changing the lives of women veterans all around. She works with some phenomenal organizations. Please go back and read the magazine. Then we have Tamika Rowe. Tamika Rowe, who is making great things happen in South Carolina, and she is changing the game. We have Celeste Purdy. Each of these women will be receiving the Productive Business Veterans Award. And when I tell you these women are doing some phenomenal things, you have to read the magazine to fully understand. Let's talk about Dr. Patrice Berry. Dr. Patrice Berry, she is crushing the game. Why do I say these things? Why do I bring mention and highlight to these women? Being in the military is one thing, but being productive in business after you've been in the military is another. Changing the games in the lives of people around you and those who you do not know, but you do have something in common with, is extremely important. How about Deandra L. Hardy? Deandra L. Hardy making a difference in her community and is truly a woman of military excellence. I wish I had the time to explain each of them to you, but just go to the Productive Business magazine. Dr. Betty L. Speaks. changing the game in her community and abroad. These are women who literally have taken the mantle and have changed the game. Listen to me. I'm talking about women who literally transform their office into stores so that others can have something that they can work with. Listen, listen, listen. These are the type of people that you want to have in your corner. Monica Lamb, changing the game, creating scholarships for those who are in need, helping others by using their story. Master Sergeant Rita Casio, listen to me, Casio. I'm talking about women who are changing the game. You can find this edition on Productive Business Network /magazine. Listen to me very clearly. I'm getting ready to share with you someone who we posthumously awarded, a woman who really needs no introduction, but I figured that we would close with her awards today. I want you to meet Miss Maybelle Campbell. Miss Maybelle Campbell. Now let's start with her first award. Miss Maybelle Campbell is being awarded the Productive Business Veteran of the Year Award posthumously. We wanted to actually get her award before she turned 99, but she ended up passing earlier this year. The women of Virginia, they know and they understand how important that she is and has been. I'm talking about a woman who was an honorable veteran who served during World War II with the 688 Postal Battalion that helped shattered race and gender barriers in the United States Armed Forces. She was born in Forsyth, Georgia, and served her country with valor and distinction from February 1945 to December 1946 as a private first class in the 688 Central Postal Directory Battalion of the Women Auxiliary Corps, which was called WACS of the United States Army, which was notably the only unit of African American women to serve overseas during World War II. And as a part of the 688 Battalion, they often referred to them as the 6888. Her and her fellow members remarkably cleared years, hear me clearly, of backlogged letters and packages intended for military units in the European theater of operation in only a matter of months, boosting troop morale by connecting soldiers with their loved ones back home. The accomplishments of the 6888 have received greater recognition in recent years, along with parades and celebrations and monuments which were erected in 2018 in the Buffalo Soldier commemorative area of Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, to commemorate the 6888 and the historic and invaluable contributions that Maybelle Rutland Tanner Campbell and others made to the Allied victory in World War II. Let me tell you, it is a pleasure and an honor from Productive Business, Civility, as well as I Change Nations to honor Miss Maybelle Rutland Tanner Campbell with this award. Her first award is the Productive Business Veteran of the Year. The second award, Sir Clyde Rivers, is the Productive Business Global Agent of Change Award. You know, when you look at someone who makes a difference, not only in their community, but they shatter the glass ceiling of race, they shatter the glass ceiling of gender, and they go forth and make a difference. Let me show you in this magazine what I'm talking about. This is the woman that I am talking about, Miss Maybelle Campbell, okay? And I want you to see, as I flip the page here, that these are women who stood the test of time when it wasn't likely for them to do so. And when I say they changed the game by providing morale through getting our mail to our troops so that they can hear from their families, they change the game. So it is truly an honor and a privilege to bestow upon her and her family these 2 awards. But I want to take it a step further. I want to talk about the I Change Nation's 6888 I Am Not Invisible Award. This is in honor of the 6888 Battalion. And this is to show people from around the globe that they are not invisible. We have established an award called the 6888 I Am Not Invisible Award for all women veterans who are making things happen. And it is an honor and a pleasure for Sir Clyde Rivers and I to bestow this distinction on the 6888 and most importantly to the Campbell family. It is our privilege and our honor. These are the things that we deal with. I am not invisible. We also created a proclamation that would stand the test of time for the work that they have done. We are truly grateful for our women veterans. We are truly grateful for the labor that they have brought to our nation and how they stand up and show up each and every day. Thank you so much for attending today, the Global Productive Business Civility Day, as well as the 2021 Global Productive Business Civility Awards. I hope that you see the caliber of people from around the globe that are making a difference in their own right. You too can be a difference maker. You too can change the world. You too have a voice, and you too have a solution that you can bring to the table. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for broadcasting the replay and sharing it with your friends and telling us where you were chiming in from. We salute those women veterans, and we are grateful for their service. Sir Clyde Rivers, do you have any parting words, my friend?
This is a humbling day. When you see all the good that's going on around the world, this helps keep your heart open to know that good people can change the world.
Absolutely. Well, once again, it is truly a pleasure and an honor to come before you. Thank you for celebrating Productive Business Civility Day with us. Let it not just be one day. Let us choose to be productive and civil in every day and every area of our life. Despite what you may be experiencing in life, you are the change. You are the conduit of change that will make change effective in our world. It starts with you. And when you are civil, civility becomes contagious. Never forget this. Civility is the engine that drives our world. The question is, where are we headed? And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, with this crew and this organization, we are headed to a great place. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching the replay. Thank you to all of you honorees for the work that you're doing around the globe. Blessings, peace, productivity, but most of all, civility to each and every one of you. Go and continue to be great. God bless you. And until next time, we'll see you right here on Civility 360, your platform for all things civility, where civility, action, and influence are our deliverables. God bless you all.